Well, some feel the best way to get the fullest experience of a historic place is to spend the night there. Well, tonight one man is doing that, not in a beautifully restored antebellum bed and breakfast home, but in a run-down, dilapidated pre-Civil War plantation mansion. Stephen Hooker went to the dingy old digs in Richland County to meet the new owners and their sleepover guest.
What causes a couple to come all the way from Great Britain to buy an old rundown house?
And there was just something when we first saw it. I mean, I fell in love with it straight away.
Ah, young love. Innocence with dreams. But Jeremy and Jackie Thomas expect to restore the old Campbell plantation home, complete with a slave cabin, within 2 years. What do they think of their chances?
Optimistic.
We'll check their progress next year, but let's move on. This enthusiastic couple has only just closed on this magnificent run. And already they have their first house guest. Yes, Mr. Joseph McGill from the National Trust for Historic Preservation in Charleston is here for a night of, well, historic experience in a real slave cabin. Later, historians as well as you and I will hear the tale.
By telling them about my experience, I keep the stories of the people who inhabited these places alive.
Joseph has spent the night in 15 previous slave cabins. Tonight, though, is the exception. This slave cabin is just flat out unsafe. So Joseph will bunk down up at the big house.
Rather him than me.
Still an experience to talk about for as long as curious people will listen. All this is possible only because the Palmetto Trust for Historic Preservation saved the plantation.
Now we have two young owners that not only will be restoring the house, but helping the house tell its story, and then contributing to the community.
And Joseph will carry these stories to people throughout the years. Stephen Hooker, WIS News 10.
Mr. McGill started sleeping in slave cabins 12 years ago for a History Channel documentary, and that home in Lower Richland County has been vacant until now for 20 years.